There's been a shift happening with live streamers over the past 2 years. The streamers you watch have become less relatable, and some aren't as consistent anymore, and you're left wondering what the heck is going on. I think it's time to discuss what we won't say out loud. Live streaming has turned corporate. Everyone and their mama seems to be doing live streams that don't feel normal or relatable anymore. We're seeing planned live segments pushed to the max, and the authenticity that drew people in feels like it's slipping away a little bit. Why is that? Cenat. It's not his fault. I mean, that's just what it is. And it's not really a bad thing too. It might be.
First 24 hour. After this 24 hour, it changed the game forever. This 24 hour made it that every other 24 hour, you have to do some shit every hour. Chat, I'm not gonna lie, bro. From the subathons to the 24 hours, the game has changed a lot. Before, you could be on this for 24 hours and just play games. Now you gotta do crazy shit. I'm sorry. I was there. Were you really there? Were you really there though, nigga? Was you really there though, nigga? Was you really there every single time my dumb ass had to do this? Looking like motherfucking Donkey from Stretch. Was you there? Taking a picture every time? Putting it on Twitter? Was you there? Was you really though? Was you really there? Were you really there when there's 50 in my room?
Kai has undeniably pushed the boundaries of what it means to be a live streamer. He's done it all. 24-hour streams that captivated millions, bringing celebrities onto a stream, and taking the entire concept of live interaction to new heights. Every time you thought the ceiling was hit, Kai would take things up a notch, setting new standards not just for himself, but for the entire streaming industry. The sponsorships and collaborations he and his peers are landing is just crazy and unheard of. If you went back like 5 years ago and predicted this, you would be like looked at as a crazy man. This is what celebrities are getting. We're not just talking about your average brand deal. We're seeing collaborations like a McDonald's meal named after Kai, and he's showing up in commercials for banking services. These are deals that rival the kind of endorsements you expect to see with mainstream athletes or Hollywood celebrities. This level of corporate involvement in streaming is something we haven't seen before on this scale. Ladies and gentlemen, we've officially entered the corporate phase of live streaming. The game has changed. It's no longer about just sitting in your room, firing up a stream and connecting with a few hundred loyal viewers. Instead, we're seeing polished content and streams that feel more like orchestrated productions than the genuine interaction that drew people in originally. This shift is a sign of growth, yes, but it also represents a departure from what made live streaming so unique in the first place. And with that, Kai has made the entry for up-and-coming streamers a little bit harder. It feels like the Mr. Beastification on YouTube. Mr. Beastification is when creators copy Mr. Beast's big-budget, viral, overproduced videos that chase views over originality. Now it seems like everyone is trying to catch up. FaZe, known originally for gaming and gaming only, rebranded and got new members who are more in tune with streaming nowadays. What we now have is the Kai cenatification, and yeah, I'm not saying that shit again. Kai, ishowspeed, Aiden Ross changed the game, and now everyone's copying that formula. Streamers aren't just sitting in their rooms anymore, chilling with the audience. Now it's all about these huge stunts, crazy collabs, and viral moments. Like you go on Twitter, you might see like a random streamer on Kick, just doing the most outlandish stuff to get views and clicks. Kind of like how it was with YouTube back in the day with pranks and all that type of stuff. Now it's in the live streaming sphere. We've hit a new chapter in streaming, and with it comes the realization that things might never be quite the same again. Is this all bad? You see, in the early days, platforms like Twitch and YouTube offer something genuinely new. Viewers were tuning in for the real unpolished moments, enjoying the unscripted content that only live streaming would provide. Streamers weren't worried about producing polished segments, they were just sharing their personalities and lives in the most authentic way possible. And that's what drew audiences in, at the time. When Twitch started back in 2007, it was a simple platform. It was just about sharing moments with whoever was watching. Back in the day, it was known as Justin TV, named after the founder, Justin Khan, but Justin TV faced one problem. It was the gaming section that blew up. By 2011, they spun it off and made a new website called Twitch, focusing purely on gaming streams. It didn't take long for Twitch to dominate, racking up millions of viewers and quickly killing off its competition. By 2013, it was clear Twitch was the place for live gaming, and gaming only. What made Twitch different from YouTube or any other platform back then was its focus on live content. Gamers weren't just uploading edited videos of their gameplay, they were playing live, interacting with their audience in real time. When Fortnite hit its peak in 2018, it completely dominated Twitch. The game became a cultural phenomenon not just because of its gameplay, but due to how streamers like Ninja, a legend, brought it into the mainstream. It was a you had to be there type of moment. I mean, look at this article in 2018, how Fortnite is beating the biggest shows on cable. Guys, this was something that people couldn't believe, and it was happening in real time. This was also the time when the crossover between live streamers and celebrities started to show up on streams. Notably, the stream when Ninja was on stream with Drake and Travis Scott. That stream shattered records at the time, pulling in over 600 live viewers, which could be considered nothing today because Speed casually got like 1 million viewers in a stream at one point. Anyways, after that Ninja moment with Drake and Travis Scott, suddenly streaming wasn't just for gamers anymore. It was for everyone. You could say this is when the shift really began. When you've got rappers and celebrities hopping onto streams, you know it's about to become a much bigger business. Ninja's stream with Drake showed the world that streaming wasn't just some niche hobby. It was a legitimate form of entertainment that could pull in huge audiences. You can say that moment put live streaming on the map in a big way, but it also laid the foundation for the corporate takeover. Brands, labels, and advertisers saw the potential and started creeping in. The content started shifting. It slowly became something more marketable, more polished, and ultimately more profitable. Into the age of streaming rappers in the next big evolution. Around 2021, guys like Adin Ross started mixing things up. Adin's streams with rappers helped push live streaming even further into the mainstream, attracting a new wave of viewers who weren't just there for games. They wanted to see celebrities, real-time interaction, and the kind of unpredictable moments that only live streaming could deliver. But as Adin was building this up, something else was happening. Then comes cenat. This man took what Adin started and elevated it to a whole new level. Kai didn't just invite rappers into his streams, he created viral moments. He was the viral moment. And as his numbers grew, so did his influence. He was dubbed the Black Eye Carly because of how random his streams were. Here's where it gets interesting. Streamers like Kai have unlocked a formula that rappers and traditional celebrities have been chasing for years. You want your song to blow up? Hop on a cenat stream. You want your name trending for days? Hop on a cenat stream. Or show up on Adin Ross's live and do something wild. This kind of real-time engagement where millions are tuning in and not just to watch, but to interact, that's a goal of mine. From relatable to corporate.
Like, I feel like a lot of these dudes now are so established, and I understand they already had big fan base back then, man, but it is different seeing content creators when they're still on the come up and they still got that hunger. You know what I'm saying? I feel like at some point, you've been the man for so long, you start losing that hunger, and you can kind of see it. Like, these moments right here, hunger. I see hunger, chat. You know what I'm saying?
The bigger streams get, the more business focused everything becomes. And while streamers like Kai and Adin and Speed and etc. have that raw energy, it's hard to ignore that their content isn't what it was before. Like Kai, he's got massive deals coming his way, he's got expectations to meet, and the content reflects that. It's still wild, still unpredictable, but you can tell the focus has shifted. It's no wonder you've got rappers flocking to platforms like Twitch and YouTube trying to get in on the action. They're seeing it. They know that the traditional ways of promoting music and staying relevant are dying out, and streamers hold the key to staying in the spotlight. So where does this leave us? Well, it's a big business now, and streamers are leading the charge. But with that evolution comes a price. The more corporate streaming becomes, the more we lose that raw and filtered moment that made it appealing in the first place. But as streaming keeps growing, will it lose that very thing that made it special? I've seen on forums online that people miss what their old favorite content creator was like. You know what I'm talking about. I miss the old whoever. This guy used to do face cam and now he isn't. Oh, so-and-so isn't consistent anymore. I miss this guy when he wasn't in a group. The reality is, fans miss what streaming used to feel like. They miss that streamer being in that same room, just vibing, no pressure. That's how I kind of got the video idea in the first place. Nostalgia is a hell of a drug because what they're really saying is, I don't want the streamer to elevate, which is kind of crazy when you think about it. Like, you want them to succeed, right? But at the same time, you don't want them to change. You can't have both. You can't expect someone to stay in the same spot forever. That's just how life works. There will always be room for streamers who just want to kick it, you know, chill, OG vibes, you know, the I'm Dante's of the world. He's like the only one that came up in my mind right now. I don't know why. I know there's others, but yeah. So yeah, streaming is evolving and it's becoming more corporate, but there's still a lane for the ones who want to keep it the old way. If you're looking for that vibe, it's still out there. You just gotta know where to find it. But at the same time, don't hate on the ones who leveled up. That's a part of the game.